or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a beautiful Saturday of weekend buttons. We done made it that need to be checked. Thank you guys for tuning in. Chapters down below. Sub button right there on the race to 100 million. I don't care. Either way, thank you guys for subbing though. I care about that. Thank you guys for taking the damn time to help the channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Now, right now, we got a heavy debate. This one's been going on for a few days now, and it's getting ridiculous. So chapters down below, let's get the buttons, let's go. All right, now onto the first set of just because you won, just because you are the world champion doesn't mean we respect you. Buttons that need to be checked. So there has been this debate for a while, especially now that FighterZ is reborn, between Dragon Ball FighterZ and Sparking Zero. It seems like they got two separate fans. There's some people that like both, but there's definitely two different communities where our game is better than yours, your game is dog shit, our game outlasts you, all this other stuff. The debate has resurged again, I guess, in the last couple of days, but also it's crazy because it intertwines with the champion of Sparking Zero several months ago. He actually got involved with the debate as well. So what we'll do, I guess Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the dramatic showdown happened several months ago. I never saw it because I don't follow Sparking Zero like that. We're gonna watch a clip of the champion winning, his reaction, and then we're gonna get into the debate because that's gonna come into play a little later. The champion is actually gonna speak, and then you're gonna see the levels of disrespect, if you will. You decide. Let's go.
Trash Stray here. So he's looking with the UI Goku, man. Oh boy. And again, the back is exposed and he's got some ki to make him hurt.
Oh, dude, look at him. He's evaporating. Raccoon, you can't. You got to fight the demons of the past. Goku's done this to you once before. I know he's got gray hair. It doesn't mean he's older. It just means he's more powerful.
You gotta exercise your demons, fam, because right now, Great Ape comes in and it is looking dire for Blendian.
That is one big target, one big fella, and we know the biggest weakness of the Saiyans is their tails, and this is a tale to tell. Trash Stray Sparking is one character away from taking it all. This grand finals has been falling apart. The charge key blasts are connecting again and again. He's got one life bar left to his name.
Oh my goodness, and just the plasma, the projectiles to the face.
He tossed it. I think he's trying to go, he's trying to go for the instant sparking, but he can't. Interrupted again and again. Trash Stray.
Man, he's taking to the skies right now. He finally gets sparking off. He's gonna get the opportunity.
And he does it. Trash Stray Sparking. It doesn't matter if you have the instant spark. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the player and the man on top. Trash Stray Sparking is your Dragon Ball Sparking Zero dramatic showdown champion.
Incredible stuff right there. Like you said, the namesake, right? The only one that puts Sparking in his tag is the one that brings the title home. He lives, breathes this stuff, and that's exactly why he's the champion. The dedication pays off, and man, it's so fitting. This is the French representative, correct?
Yes,
and man, it's so fitting that, of course, France takes home.
That's the trophy? Sorry, I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm like, that's the trophy? How much did he win? Does anybody know? Because that's the trophy? That seemed like something you would hang on your rear view. You know what I'm saying? In your car, like a car freshener or some shit. That's kind of odd to me. But then again, maybe I'm out the loop. Like I said, I don't keep up with the Sparking Zero community like that. But a lot of people giving him his props. People happy for him. But you see a lot of comments like these right underneath. 6 hours for a spammer winner and a 7-second DLC sneak peek that holds over 300 likes. And then Goku Ultra Instinct spam glitch key blast disgusting that holds over 100 likes. So just remember this. Remember this moment right here because it's going to come into play in a second. But here's him pretty much celebrating, I guess. Is that Drastray, if I'm pronouncing that right? I did it. France is officially the world champion of Sparking. Underneath here, a lot of people just giving him his props. So yeah, you get the vibes. But then this is where it starts. Somebody right here, Saiyan Legend, says, any of the elite FighterZ players are more than welcome to come play me in Sparking and prove me wrong. But once you enter my domain, GG's, don't say I didn't warn you. Then up here responding to that again, not gonna lie, Sparking Zero takes more skill than FighterZ. You have to account for key, vanishing, sparking mode, super counters, neutral, spacing, skill moves, and many other variables in Sparking Zero. FighterZ, you can just touch a one time and kill him. Sparking Zero actually has back and forth, game clears. So you have that has over 200 likes or so. But going deeper right here, because you see somebody post this responding to that where he says, not gonna lie, Sparking Zero takes more skill than fighters. Somebody says, so you're a blue square. It makes sense now. But then down here, you have Drastre, the champion. Remember? The guy that just won it all right here says, honestly, I'm world champion of Sparking Zero. I swear fighters is 1,000 times harder. It's just that Sparking players think that the game is hard because it's the only one they can actually perform well in. Damn. And that has over 200 likes. He's saying it's just Sparking fighters thinks that the game is harder because it's the only one they can actually perform well in. Shots fired. And this is the champion. This is the damn champion of the game, but you wouldn't know it going underneath it because this is where it starts. People right here firing shots back saying, face me please, I want to take your title from you because Canada wasn't even able to sign up for the tournament. And after watching it, I would have beaten you. No malice, it's all good competition talk. I love Sparking. Fighters is way harder, I agree. He responds saying, I stopped the game, man, sorry. If you guys don't know, that's a whole nother debate too, because Drastre, I guess the champion, right after he won, he dipped. And now he's playing another game. So a lot of people are talking shit about that as well, because there was a patch that happened after he won. So they're like, if you were a true champion, you would have stuck around. Others are saying they patched him right out the game. Like he can't even do that shit anymore, so he left the game. So now you got all this other debate. Then Saiyan Legend saying, world champion at spamming, bro, relax and calm down. Lil man was just on some rage bait. I've probably perfect you in every possible way, like 99% of this game, so stop digging yourself deeper and just go cry on Sparking Zero. I even gave you a document I personally handed to Bandai to show just how full of flaws the game is. He responds right here saying, yeah, you're dumber than you look. We've never played and we saw how you played in that tournament. You're basically Hercule, Mr. World Champion again. It's rage bait. Stop crying about it, clown. He responds saying, I was #1 in DP ranked and top 4 solo for months. You just can't admit that that's what you really think. Now everybody's laughing at you. You're pathetic. Go cry a river, kid. But he responds again saying, you boosted your way here. Me and you have mutual friends who told me all about it. I know more about you than you think. Proof of me making a rage bait from a couple of days ago. Now you can shut the fuck up and stop bragging from being a champion from a game like Sparking Zero. Then he posted a screenshot right here saying, I guess he's talking about, Saiyan Legend. Not gonna lie, Sparking Zero takes more skill than fighters. You have to account for key vanishing. So that's the one that we just wrote. Then underneath it, rate the bait. 10 out of 10. About to make another week long of this topic being argued up. Laugh my fucking ass off. So apparently, yes, it is rage bait. He did this whole shit on purpose. But underneath, he follows up again saying, you got quiet real fast, huh? That's what I thought. Now shut your bitch ass up. All right, you already know what he's saying right there. Ass French clown. Maybe next time you can learn how to talk respectfully to strangers on the internet. People underneath responding saying, holy fuck, that got bitched. Easy work, my guy. All you did was spam key blast. Continuing on, you've been patched, bro. World champion of a pre-patch. Flexing being the world champion at one of the least competitive fighting games ever is funny, not gonna lie. World champion, my ass. World champion by spamming a single button. Sparking is in the name, by the way. And it continues on. The champion in question, and then showing the gif of the dude running out the building. World champion, and you're the reason the game is perceived the way it is. So, yeah, fraud alert. People posting fraud alert. So you see what's happening. The champion weighs in saying, I'm the champion of this game, and I can tell you, no, that's not the truth. Fighters is 1,000 times harder than this. And then everybody comes in saying, you ain't the champion. You're the champion of spamming. You a fraud. They spammed your ass out the game. Then some people accusing him of boosting online or something. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know, because he says we have a mutual friend in common. That could just be hearsay. The only thing we know for sure right now is, for one, this dude rage baited everybody and looks like it was successful. The champion came in, and there's a lot of people in the community that are not showing this dude respect. It goes even deeper, because somebody else posted this saying, you ain't the world champion of shit. You got on live in front of thousands and spammed the whole time. This is your only reputation. It's sad. Then he posts this clip right here. Check it out.
And he it doesn't matter if you have the instant spark.
Look at him.
It's the name of the...
Look at this, bruh. Look at this nigga. Y'all, he only played like that so that they would see what's... Look at this.
Does that look like somebody who was just playing like that just so that Bandai could know that it's something wrong with the game? No. That nigga plays like that on a regular. He knew this whole time that he was going to get to play as MUI because I think he from France or some shit. And they got to play as MUI. Like, whoever won in the France got to play as MUI, which is stupid. The fuck? It should just, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it should just be a character pool. I would have rather just seen MUI versus MUI because that's just not fair, bro. That's not fair. Look at him, though. This nigga like he just want all the bitches in the world. He looking like he just want all the bread in the world. Nigga, you finna get a little baby orange trophy. The fuck? I can go get you a rock that's probably worth more than that shit, bro.
Game, it's the name of the player and the man.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there, man. So yeah, you got other people responding to that. Here's the thing, what that guy said, I don't know who that guy in the video was, but I do agree in that sense because there were still comments, and this is not me trying to throw shade at the champion, but there was comments saying, oh, he trolled on purpose because he was trying to show Bandai just how much it was broken. You even saw the champion post earlier saying he sent documents to Bandai or some of the devs showing them how flawed the game was. So obviously he was aware of how flawed the game was. But I agree with that guy, what that guy said in the video. Look how he reacted when he won. It wasn't the face and the reaction of somebody like, this is what the game is. I done taught y'all a lesson. Now hopefully you patch the game because the stuff is broken. No, that was the face of somebody like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I finally done it. Oh, what an honor. Like this is everything. No, that was his face. But then again, can you really blame somebody for wanting to be a champion and for wanting to win? Two things can be true at the same time, right? If you think about it. Like maybe he spammed the shit out of it and it didn't take too much skill, but and he knew it, but at the same time, he always wanted to be a champion. But what I'm trying to say is I don't think he played that way to prove a point. I think he played that way to win. Then you get that other side of the fence, people calling cap like Damascus right here saying, honestly, I just laughed from a distance at that whole Sparking Zero post, but this interaction is elite. I had to share it. Somebody posted right here. So he said, you ain't the world champion of shit. You got on live. That's the one that we just read. Then somebody underneath that said, I don't want to brag, but I got 9th place in the same tourney with no gimmicks, no cheese, no spam, just straight hands. And he responded saying, really? It should have been you who won. Do you have any clips? So he's responding to that like, what the fuck? Now we're saying that 9th place should have won because we prefer their play style over the champ? Other people responding saying, I love my arena fighters, but the community is so brain blasted, laugh my ass off. Oh yes, the 9th place should have been first because he didn't spam, laugh my ass off, is actually just a bunch of kids writing these things, man, can't be adults. Damascus responds saying they spend half their time trying to convince people on Twitter that their game is intricate and competitive, and the other half complaining about everything you can do in the game to win. Elite mentality. And then but then others kind of firing back saying there's at least 30 people in the Discord I'm in that are miles better than the Sparking Zero champion. The people in that tourney were so fucking ass, laugh my fucking ass off. Damascus response said, then why didn't they qualify? He says they didn't enter. There's people you literally can't touch in this game that you never heard of because it's not their whole personality. And then they kind of go, back and forth with that. Wrapping it up right here from that perspective, saying this is just the classic fighting game scrub quote theme of, oh, you won because you played in a way that I personally think is dishonorable by using the game's mechanics. You should have stood in front of me and fought me like a man, the truest test of skill. Oh, and we got one more from Damascus right here saying, honestly funny how you want to prove your game is competitive / difficult by not honoring its champions. Meanwhile, Draste is now cooking in another way harder game, 2XKO. So there you have it. Just because you won, we don't gotta respect you. Even the champs not getting no respect out here. How you feeling about this? All I got to say about this argument, we've heard it before, and I get it in a sense. You even hear it outside of gaming. I mean, you hear it in MMA. I'm a big MMA fan. When Israel was on top, Israel Adesanya, he was the type to kind of stay away from you. He wouldn't really engage too much. Don't get me wrong, he did have some knockouts, but he was the type to just hit, pick and pull, and kind of just stay away, and people thought his fights were boring. Then you had Khabib. Remember Khabib Nurmagomedov, if I'm pronouncing his last name. Then you had his protege, Islam Makhachev. These guys wrestle, and they wrestle so damn good, you don't get to fight. There's ding ding bell rings, they smother you for all 5 rounds, and people are like, this is the most boring shit we've ever seen. Stand up and fight like a man. Throw some hands. I bet you wouldn't win if you did this. I bet you wouldn't win if you did that. You hear that argument all the time. But then the counter is kind of like the other guys, like Damascus, are saying, he won. If you don't like the way he won, figure out a way to beat it because it's in the game. Technically, what we saying, EA, baby, if it's in the game, it's in the game. Anything in the game you're allowed to use. He just figured out a way to be the best at that. And we have not figured out a way to defeat him yet. Yes, it's aggravating. Yes, you don't get a lot of fans like that. Well, let me take that back. Not so much Khabib, because I think he was in a different era than Islam was. More for Islam. Yes, he's the champion, and he's one of the pound for pound, if not the pound for pound. But ticket sales, not all that. And you know what else it reminds me of? Knuckle Dew. Knuckle Dew, when Street Fighter 4, when I first started seeing this kid, and he was just a kid when that game was dropping, he was like rising to the top and making him a name of himself. He was trolling the fuck out of people. I remember this one match between, I want to say it was Brent is Cool and maybe even Chris G, but I know he was, every time, Sonic Boom, keeping him out, throwing on the shades, mocking him with the shades. He wouldn't even throw on the shades when like it didn't make any sense. Like he would take a hit. Obviously he was trolling him. You could see the other guy fuming, getting pissed off to the point where there was some remarks made. And then later on, Knuckle Dew said, they're just mad because they can't stop it. They can't beat me. If you don't like it, figure out a way to beat me. Until then, keep crying. Knuckle Dew had some cockiness. He was a little kid, liked to talk a lot of shit, and that's kind of why I liked him as well. But is that not the truth at the end of the day? If it's in the game and you could do it, I think even Justin Wong had the same, game plan for a long time. Like, I'm gonna keep doing it until you show me you can stop it. Otherwise, if it's not broke, why would I fix it? Do you feel at the end of the day, if somebody is a champion, they deserve the respect? As long as they're not cheating, like using a special cheat or tool or, some kind of fucking lag switch or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. As long as they're not cheating, they deserve respect. Or you like, no, yeah, you could be a champion, but that doesn't mean we have to respect you because you could be lame as shit and just taking advantage of something that's clearly currently broken in the game. Devin is one more time, Butt Check family. Devin, let me know how you are feeling, bro. Thank you guys. Thank you for stopping by on this beautiful Saturday. Hope you guys are enjoying it. The weather is beautiful right now in Texas, so enjoy it while it lasts. This will probably be the only video of the day, but I will catch you on tomorrow, hopefully earlier than later. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, as long as you're not spamming the key blast from a huge distance, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
You can.